So I joined the course, this group in May. So like kind 6 months ago, at the same time when I quit my job. But I believe that only now, like 6 months later, I realize I realize that there is really a progress. I was not so sure before, but now I can really feel that in different aspects, and I like how it feels.
Good. And now I think you can measure it.
One of their homework that I got on my journalism course was to watch Netflix documentary. I watched Netflix documentary that is called Social Dilemma. It's pretty new. I don't know if you've heard about it. They released it in spring, and I didn't have subtitles for this documentary. And usually, when I'm watching the movie, I feel very confused sometimes because I do not hear all words properly and I don't get the whole meaning. But this time it was totally different feeling. For sure, I missed some words, but I didn't miss the whole context and the whole meaning, and it was really cool. So I was able to keep my attention and focus for 1 hour and a half, because it was like a regular, it was not a short documentary. So I really like how it feels.
And that's exactly the key point, what you are mentioning right now. For many people who are practicing their listening skills, it's really difficult not to understand the English words, but to focus. So after a minute or 5 minutes, their attention is just all over the place and they get distracted and everything becomes one long sound and they
Mm-hmm.
stop hearing words. So the fact that you were able to train your focus, it's amazing. It's really good. So
Mm-hmm.
and I can totally feel you, because if I remember myself 15 years ago, let's say when I was a student, and I was about to become a language teacher. So of course I had this idea about myself that my English skills were outstanding. So we would get together with my group mates, and we would start watching a movie somewhere at home, and we would turn the movie on, turn the subtitles off, because who needs subtitles, and 10 minutes after we started the movie, there was this silence in the room. And then my friend would ask, are you having the same thing on your mind? I'm waiting for the translation to come, and I'm asking myself, when is it coming? So yeah, so it was really hard to focus for longer than 10 minutes. If you really focus, you can get the idea, but not really for a long time. And it's a life-changing skill. Now, when I watch a movie or when I listen to the song or I listen to the podcast, I understand everything. It's a completely different world. It's just a totally different feeling. It's a life-changing skill because you're not
Yeah.
guessing anymore.
Yeah, and also my issue is that I have some hearing disabilities. I like it's clinically it's clinically confirmed, so that I have them, and that's why I'm really struggling when there is some noise. The speech is distorted. This documentary was easier in this aspect because in most cases it was like a public speech at TED conference or any similar setting. But sometimes there was also like a real documentary with people producing some noise, and it was easier. It wasn't like I was not able to understand it fully because in the past I didn't get anything, like even even short and simple words, they were like unknown to me, and I felt different this time. And you know what? As this social dilemma is about like social media and internet a lot, like mainly the main topic is internet and how it changed our lives. Some people, they do produce it like internet. Yeah, but some, they still pronounce it like internet. I was following this because I was really curious.
You started paying attention.
What is it called? Yeah.
Yeah, you see, you started paying attention to the small nuances, and that's very interesting. Also, I had this conversation yesterday. When language learners, when they pass this intermediate threshold, they think that there is some secret knowledge over there, something that they were not taught before, some new words, some new grammar. But in fact, in order to move on, all you need to do is you need to revisit what you already know. because the way out is there. You have to come back to the things that you think you know. For example, the word internet, everybody knows it. It's the same in every language, right? But when you start paying attention to how different people say it, you don't learn the word internet, but you learn a lot about people, how they think, how the dialect works. I keep saying that accents are not so difficult to master, because what it is, in fact, this is just people are showing you options of how the same word can be pronounced. This is simply options. And when you know many options, it's easy for you to recognize the word. So some people will say international airport, some people will say international airport. It really depends on where they grew up geographically, what they're used to. But the thing is that both of these people will understand each other, no problem. We need to kind of arrive at the same point where we are not frustrated by a new accent. Okay, new accent, what's the deal? Okay, just you still understand people. But you can choose your own accent, you're free to choose how you want to sound, as long as it's understandable.